Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in child's pose. So you can come over and onto your knees. Bring your knees out nice and wide, your big toes together. You might even bring your knees wider than you usually do in your child's pose. But you might also take a seat back on your heels for a moment. Notice how your hips feel already, your legs feel already, and then you can adjust as needed. So you start to lower your chest. You might even push into your palms a little. Keep sending your hips back towards your heels. And again, if you brought your knees a little wider than you usually do in child's pose, you might be feeling your hips a lot more than you're used to. So melt it down as much as you can. If you need to grab something to be a pillow under your forehead, or maybe it is your hands, you could do that too. But just take a moment to close your eyes. A slow, deep breath in. And out. Do that again. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And out. And take one more. Slow, deep breath. As you exhale, soften through the hips, through the chest, the shoulders. And just continue to breathe in any way that feels good. Just allowing yourself to slow down your day and relax. And we'll take another 3 full breaths. Maybe you can shift your hips back just slightly towards your heels. But take another breath. And maybe one more. And we can start to lift all the way up into tabletop onto our hands and knees. So gently bring your knees in. Especially if you brought them out nice and wide, you might want to give your hips a gentle rock side to side, shake it out a little. And then with an inhale, start to drop your belly down towards your mat. Lift your chest, even the chin, arching through the back. Hold it here. Take another inhale. And then use the exhale to round through the spine. Pull your belly in. Lift up between the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin towards your collarbone. And inhale to drop your belly back down. Arch your back. Lift your chest. Let the exhale round your spine again. Push into your palms. Squeeze your belly. Inhale, drop it down one more time. Feel the length of your spine. Exhale, round. And use an inhale to come back to a neutral place. We're going to reach our arms out in front. Nice and long, finding puppy dog. So long through the arms, high through the hips. Our hips are over top of our knees, and then we'll start to melt down. You might rest your forehead. You might rest a cheek. Or maybe your chest and your chin. Just feeling the love through your arms and shoulders. Maybe up the spine to the top of your hips. Just letting gravity, gravity, pull your chest down. Stay for another breath or two. And then let an inhale help you lift up. Lift your chest, walk your hands under your shoulders. Maybe even take a gentle rock side to side if you'd like. We're going to be sliding our right leg forwards and setting up for pigeon. If you'd rather do pigeon on your back, you could roll over, do figure four. But just take a moment to decide where you want to be for a few moments. Feeling the love through that right leg, the hip, the glute. You can have your heel nice and close to your left hip. Trying to find your center. So if you feel like you're tipping over to one side more than the other, you might want to adjust your foot, your front leg. And then maybe you will keep your chest lifted a little longer. You can fold forwards at any time. I encourage you to close your eyes, though, wherever you happen to be, whatever you're doing right now. Just notice what you feel. Make any adjustments that you need to. And find your breath. With every pose that we come in today, you have the opportunity to let go of your day, to slow down. Let's stay for another breath or two. Letting an inhale lift you up if you were folding forwards. If you did choose to come onto your back, you can stay there. We're going to switch sides, but you can take as long of a break as you need. Shake it out a little, switch sides when you're ready. No rush at all. Move around a little bit till you find that sweet spot where you're centered, you're getting a nice stretch, but you can also stay in the pose for a few moments and relax and breathe. And so maybe letting your eyes start to close if you open them. Maybe melting it forwards or halfway down, or stay lifted through the chest. Make any adjustments that you need to. Notice how this side feels compared to the other side. And then settle right in, you and your breath. Staying for another breath or two on this side. And we can start to move back into tabletop. Maybe even take downward facing dog for a moment. If you're on your back, you might hug your knees in towards your chest. But let's all find our way onto our tummies. Tucking your elbows under your shoulders, find your Sphinx. You can have your feet as wide as your low back wants you to. The closer the feet together, the more intense this will be. So turn your palms to face down, spread your fingers out wide. Give your glutes a nice little squeeze as you start to drop the shoulders from the ears. Feel your hips push into your mat a little more. Close your eyes, just feel what you feel. Starting all the way at the low back and going up your spine. Feel free to stay here if you're in that sweet spot. If you want more, you might bring your hands out wider and then lift your elbows. But same thing, squeeze the glutes, feel the hips pushing into your mat, drop the shoulders from your ears, close your eyes and breathe. Feel what you feel. Take just one more inhale and then use the exhale to slowly lower your chest. Stack your palms, rest your forehead. Maybe take a gentle rock of the hips side to side. Or just be still. We're going to be turning over onto our backs. So maybe you'll just roll over or turn around, but come onto your back. And once you are laying down, you can bend your knees, plant your feet. You might start to rock your knees side to side. Give your low back a nice massage. We're going to be moving into a twist from here. You could reach your arms out wide. Maybe you're going to rest your hands behind your head. A little pillow. Our knees are going to fall over towards the left side though. You can stack your knees or maybe even wrap your right leg over top of the left one. Just adjust your shoulders so they're both planted. Closing your eyes yet again. And enjoying a few breaths wherever you are. Whatever your twist looks like. Just breathe. Staying for another breath, and then using an inhale to lift your knees, your legs back up. If you're going to be crossing your legs, the left one can wrap over top of the right this time. Let your knees fall over to the side. Adjust your shoulders. Maybe your hands are resting under your head. Stay for one last breath. And then use an inhale to find your way back. So you're laying flat on your back, and you might pull your knees into your chest or take a rock side to side. You might even like to find your way into happy baby for a moment. Or maybe planting your feet and letting your knees fall out wide in a diamond shape. But eventually, you can make your way all the way into Shavasana. Whatever that is going to look like for you today. And spending as much time as you have before you have to carry on with the day. Enjoying the stillness. Enjoy the sensations running throughout your body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.